charisma, but underneath it all, something darker lurks. You don't have to be a psychic or a mind reader to understand that some people, while seemingly innocent, may carry with them a destructive energy. We all know the saying, actions speak louder than words, and when it comes to evil, it's in the actions, the choices, and the patterns they display. The key is to recognize the signs before they tear you down. Today, we're going to break down 5 signs that you might be dealing with someone who isn't just difficult to deal with, they might be an evil person. A pattern of manipulation is one of the clearest signs that you're dealing with an evil person. These individuals don't just behave manipulatively on occasion, they do it repeatedly and with great skill. They know how to twist the truth, how to distort reality, and how to play with your emotions to get what they want. The goal is not just to get a favor or win a one-time argument, it's about establishing control over you and your decisions. They might start by offering what seems like help or support, only to later use it against you as leverage. You may find yourself feeling obligated, feeling as though you owe them something for a simple act of kindness that now comes with strings attached. At first, it can be difficult to spot because they're so subtle in their approach. They won't outright demand things from you. Instead, they'll use guilt or fear to coerce you into doing what they want. They might make you feel like you're ungrateful or selfish if you don't comply. These emotional tactics can be so well executed that you might question your own motives, wondering if you're the one in the wrong. They'll make you doubt your judgment, undermining your confidence and increasing your dependency on them. Their manipulation is calculated, designed to wear you down over time and keep you in a state of confusion and uncertainty. This manipulation also goes beyond just getting favors. They will often engage in gaslighting, a form of psychological abuse where they make you question your own perception of reality. They might lie about events that occurred, deny promises they made, or tell you that things happened differently than they did. In doing so, they create doubt, and that doubt clouds your ability to see the truth. The more you second-guess yourself, the easier it is for them to influence your decisions and actions. This pattern isn't just an isolated incident, it's a cycle that can keep you trapped in a toxic dynamic, one that can slowly erode your mental and emotional well-being. They know exactly how to push your buttons and how to make you feel like you're the one at fault, even when they're the ones pulling the strings. A lack of empathy and compassion is a defining characteristic of an evil person. These individuals seem to be completely disconnected from the emotions and needs of others. They do not experience or express any genuine concern for the suffering or struggles of those around them. Instead of offering help or comfort, they may view the pain or difficulties of others as an opportunity to gain power, control, or even enjoyment. When someone close to them is going through a hard time, an evil person may be indifferent, dismissive, or even take pleasure in their suffering. They may mock, belittle, or criticize those who are vulnerable, as if their distress is a weakness to be exploited, rather than a situation that deserves care and attention. This lack of empathy can manifest in both big and small ways. They may ignore your feelings altogether, dismissing your emotional state as unimportant or irrelevant. When you are upset or in need of support, they may downplay your experience, saying things like you're overreacting, or it's not that big of a deal. In more extreme cases, they might manipulate your emotions to get what they want, using guilt or shame as tools to make you feel responsible for their well-being, even when you have nothing to do with their problems. The absence of compassion means that their actions are often self-serving, as they lack the ability to genuinely understand or care about the impact their behavior has on others. An evil person may also disregard the emotional boundaries of others. They won't hesitate to violate your privacy, exploit your vulnerabilities, or take advantage of your good nature. Because they don't understand or care about the emotional consequences of their actions, they might push you beyond your limits, expecting you to tolerate abuse, manipulation, or mistreatment without any remorse or consideration. If you're hurt by their actions, they may show no apology or even become defensive, as if your emotional reaction is the problem, not their behavior. Their inability to empathize makes them cold and calculating, never considering how their words or actions affect you, and showing no desire to make amends or seek reconciliation. A sense of entitlement and superiority is another key trait of an evil person. These individuals often believe that they are inherently better than others, deserving of special treatment, or entitled to privileges that others should not have. They hold themselves in high regard, believing that their needs, desires, and wishes should always take precedence over anyone else's. This inflated sense of self often leads them to disregard the rights, feelings, or contributions of others because they view themselves as being above the common standards of decency or fairness. Their entitlement extends into every area of their lives, from personal relationships to their professional conduct. They often act as if the rules do not apply to them, whether it's in social situations, at work, or in public. They may disregard boundaries, overstep limits, or demand more than what is reasonable, expecting others to accommodate their every whim. If things don't go their way, they may resort to manipulation, coercion, or anger to ensure they get what they want, convinced that they deserve it by virtue of their supposed superiority.